across the board.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order and do a roll call of the magistrates and establish a quorum.
Mr. Elder?
Here.
Mr. Wicker? Mr. Smothers?
Here.
Mr. Caldwell?
Here.
Mr. Masterson?
Here.
All present.
Before we even start, I want to beg forgiveness and kind of a little point of order. A month or so ago, I made a note on my good old high-tech iPhone. Kevin Young called me and says, we're going to come a little early. We'd like to do our 4th District highway report. And I put it in my phone. And then I put the agenda together, and I did not put Patty and Bo and Steve on the agenda. So I'd like to entertain a motion to suspend the rules and alter the agenda and put Miss Patty and the 4th District report on first.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Smothers?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Here, yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Might back up and do one more thing. That's ask if there's any corrections or additions to the minutes from the previous meeting and accept the motion to accept those.
Motion to approve. Second.
Mr. Smothers?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, so Miss Patty, we bumped Tom Lund down a notch, and you're welcome to go first.
I thought it might be farther away.
All right.
Are you ready for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, you mentioned, just want to introduce you, I got with me Steve Thompson, who's our superintendent here in Marion County, and as always, appreciate what the county does working with our maintenance facility and all the support that you all give for Steve and his staff. And they do a great job, and we're really proud of them.
Absolutely. Thank you. Great job.
As well, next to him is Bo Warren. Bo is our engineering supervisor. Marion County is one of the 3 counties that he covers all the maintenance and construction work that goes on here too. So we keep him busy too, and I know he partners with you all as well. Wanted to mention last year we had a good program. We was able to get about 7 miles of resurfacing done through this. We did have one project that was carried over, and I'll go over it because it's going to be #1 on our list this time. First thing I have to always do is go over where the funding comes from. So I'm going to just go through this rural secondary program funding sheet real quick. The program is funded by 22.2% of the Motor Fuels tax receipts, and then these funds are allocated to the 120 counties based on the 5-point formula, 1/5 being equal, 1/5 based on rural population, 1/5 based on road miles, and 2/5 based on the land area. Then once money's been allocated to the county, it cannot be transferred to any other county. So any questions about where the funding comes from? That's the easy part. All right, got a handout there in front of you. The first page is a spreadsheet, and then the second is a map showing the location of the projects that we're going to recommend to you. And this is for the fiscal year 2014-2015. The rural secondary state mileage in Marion County is 109.394 miles. Our first priority for our state forces is always the routine maintenance and traffic on these roadways. We estimate that cost this upcoming fiscal year to be $491,600. The second priority is the same for all counties across Kentucky, and that's the county judge executive expense set at $3,862. And then we've got 3 resurfacing projects, about a total of about 8 miles we want to recommend this time. First one is on Kentucky 1157, beginning at the intersection of Kentucky 208, extending out to Arbuckle Creek Bridge. Distance of just over 2.3 miles. Estimated cost $186,310. The second resurfacing project is on Kentucky 84, beginning at the intersection of Kentucky 426, extending up to the intersection of Kentucky 49. Distance of just over 5.3 miles. Estimated cost $461,880. And then the third resurfacing project we're recommending this year is on Kentucky 457, beginning at the Nelson County line, extending up to the Kentucky 49 intersection. Distance of .871 miles. Estimated cost $78,767. Then the bottom right-hand corner, you can see the total estimated cost for this year's program, $1,222,419. And I forgot to mention the Kentucky 1157 was the one that was carried over. There wasn't enough funds to do it last year, so that's #1 resurfacing on our list this time.
That's good.
Any questions about the rural secondary as presented to you?
No, ma'am.
Judge, if you don't mind, I want to mention, we do have a few projects, so we're going to do research and projects with our MP, our primary road funds, which is a different pot of money, but I always like to say it when I'm in the county. The first one we had is on 55, it's here in town, beginning at US 68 there by McDonald's, extending up to the intersection of 49, so just a little over half a mile. Also, right here in front of the building is on 55S, beginning at the intersection of US 68 over to 55. And then 49 Loretta Road from the intersection of 527 up to Nelson County line. So all of those are scheduled to be resurfaced as well with that primary road fund money that we get.
Excellent.
You don't have the mileage on those, do you, exactly?
Yes, I sure do. The first,
27, that'd be just from Holy Cross on over to the county line.
yes, it is .604. And then right here, 55S is .255, and 55 is .567.
It's about a mile and 3 or 4 tenths.
And those, like the pavement on those routes are usually wider, have shoulders, and they have multiple lanes, that kind of thing.
You don't have a flex fund calculation yet for this year, do you?
I have seen one, but that has to come from Commissioner Patrick. I wish I could share, but that's all up to him. They give us a breakdown, and really honestly, the only thing I look at is what we have to present. But I expect it's coming soon, Judge, from everything I'm
Yeah, we
hearing.
usually have this a little bit later, and I know at that time in the past, we've had other numbers to share too, so.
Well, I should have said that also. They're trying to get these in the early spring lettings, because we've had some that they've been carrying over, and contractors are glad to hear that too. So we're trying to get these out earlier.
Does anybody have any questions?
Patty, I've got a question. What about the, and I was talking to Bo about that, what about the 429 project, or the St. Rose Road project?
We've got it scheduled for a letting in July.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I kind of glanced at them before I come in as well. Both that one, the spot improvements there, and on 49 from Lebanon out to the Caney Creek Bridge. As of right now, they're both fiscal year 2015 months, so July would be as soon as we can. So as long as everything's ready to go, Judge, we're going to shoot for July on both of them.
So if you don't mind, help me with the process, so you'll have the letting, after the letting, then the funds have to be officially allocated, I guess, or?
Yes, we have an apparent low bidder once
Right.
we have the letting, and then typically it's awarded within a month,
Mm-hmm.
and then we meet with the contractor, and they kind of give us the schedule. And
Gotcha.
everything. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, and the letting will be mid to late July. When I
Gotcha.
say July, it's usually the third week or so.
So technically, if everything goes right, dirt could be moving probably around October, something like that, probably, so, okay.
Like I said, and we have to make sure that, right-of-way utilities are all good, and I haven't checked on them for a while. I just know in my design meeting, that's what we're
Okay.
looking at July, that's what they're saying.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Tired of snow and ice, aren't you?
Very.
John Arthur, is that the one that told Magnet, all them flags, that with that?
Yes.
Right in there,
Right there,
all
that
those
little
flags,
blind
yeah.
spot.
It's all those flags and stuff there.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Appreciate it.
Drive safe.
Thompson,
All right, thank you.
thank you, Bubba.
Appreciate you bailing me out here.